A sudden knock echoed at the door. The two young children inside the house froze in fear. It was late at night. Their parents had traveled to another city, leaving Sarah and William alone at home. They had been playing for hours, unaware of how much time had passed, when suddenly, just after midnight, the doorbell rang. They were in their room upstairs. When Sarah looked down through the window, she was shocked. There was no one outside. Yet the bell kept ringing, again and again. The curtain slid back slowly as Sarah stepped away from the window. Her heart was pounding. William stood beside her, silent, as if even breathing too loudly might invite something terrible. Everything inside the house seemed normal, yet the air felt heavy, as though something unseen had entered. Suddenly the doorbell stopped. Silence followed. A deep, unnatural silence that rang in their ears. Sarah glanced at the clock. It was 2 a.m. Their parents had said they would return in the morning. Until then, it was just the two of them. William slowly stepped back toward his room, and then they heard it. A faint creak from downstairs. The wooden floor groaned as if someone was walking across it. Sarah's breath caught in her throat. They had locked the doors, the windows too. So where did that sound come from? Together, they crept toward the staircase. Looking down felt like peering into a dark well. The hallway below was unlit, but a dim glow leaked from the kitchen. That light shouldn't have been on. Sarah tried to remember. Had she forgotten to turn it off? She couldn't remember. They descended the stairs slowly, each step heavier than the last. In the kitchen, the light was on, but no one was there. A chair lay overturned near the table. Something was wrong. Something had changed. Sarah felt her throat go dry. Someone had been inside the house, or maybe something that had always been there. Suddenly, the small bell hanging from the refrigerator door jingled, as if it had been touched. Both of them flinched. At that exact moment, there was a knock at the back door. Slow, clear. Knock, knock, knock. That door led into the forest. William grabbed Sarah's wrist. His hand was shaking. Sarah gathered her courage and peeked through the window facing the backyard. Fog covered the ground. The trees cast long, crawling shadows. And there, standing at the door, was someone. It looked human. But something was terribly wrong. Its body was unnaturally thin, as if skin were stretched tightly over bones. Its face was half hidden by the fog, but its eyes were clearly visible. Black, unblinking, empty. It stared at the door. Or maybe it was staring at them. Sarah stepped back, her foot slipping as a small sound escaped her lips. The figure lifted its head. Now it was looking directly at the window. Suddenly, every light in the house went out at once. Complete darkness. A moment later, footsteps echoed from the top of the stairs. Slow, steady, coming down. Not heavy, not rushed, just constant. William pulled Sarah toward the closet and shoved her inside. He climbed in after her and shut the door. In the darkness, all they could hear were their own breaths. The footsteps grew closer, then stopped. Right in front of the closet. Fingers brushed against the door. Long nails scraped across the wood, dragging slowly, as if something were trying to see inside without eyes. Tears streamed down Sarah's face. William covered his mouth to silence his sobs. Then, everything stopped. No sound, no movement. Minutes passed. Or hours. Time no longer made sense. Finally, footsteps echoed again, this time moving away. When Sarah found the courage to open the closet door, the room was empty. The lights were back on. Everything looked normal, except the back door. It was wide open. On the inside of the door, deep scratch marks were carved into the wood. When their parents returned in the morning, Sarah and William sat quietly on the couch. Pale, exhausted, terrified. They told everything. Their parents dismissed it as imagination, a nightmare. But Sarah knew better. That night, as she lay in bed, she noticed something new on her bedroom wall, the same scratch marks, and she knew the truth. Whatever had come into the house that night, it had never left. It had only moved upstairs.